everybody. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. How's everybody doing this morning? I'm awake. Hi. Hey Cheryl, how are you? I think I'm awake. Let me try to find you on my big screen so I can see without having to squint. Hey Sue Malama, how are you this morning? There I am. There I am. Oh gosh. Coming out of my shirt. Hey Linda Prouty. Good morning. How are you? It's good to see you. I was sitting here working and looked down at the time and said, oh my gosh, it's 11:58, Bev, get with it. Good morning, Golden, how are you? Good morning, good morning, good morning. Yeah, I went, oh my goodness. I mean, time just flies, doesn't it? You get your mind into something and the next thing you know, it's tomorrow. Tomorrow. Hey, Christy Mitchell. How are you today? Hey, Wendy. Good morning, friend. Carol Benke. I know. I had such a rough sleep last night, Carol Benke. but I'm here. Hey, Sherry Spencer. I was awake literally every hour. I looked at my phone. 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock. 5 o'clock I got up, came out here, did a little bit. Thought, this is silly. You've only had 4 hours sleep, go back to bed. So I went back to bed and woke up at 9:45. So I guess I got my sleep between 5 and 10. You know what? 5 hours is 5 hours, right? Hey, Linda. Sue Riggle. Sherry Spencer. It's good to see everybody. Good morning. Trisha's not here this morning. She has a doctor's appointment, so she's on the road. I saw on my Life 360 that she was trucking right along this morning, getting to her appointment. So we'll have to catch up with her later. But by the looks of all her posts, she's been a busy little beaver. All right. I want to get this finished. I'm going to lower the camera, not so you can see this awful desk, because I started working on it at 5 o'clock this morning, and then I went back to sleep. So I'm going to layer this down, and I can still see comments over on my computer. You went to bed after midnight, Carol, up before 6. I mean, every hour for me. I'm glad, Sherry. I'm glad you slept like a rock. Man, I don't know the last time I can actually say that. I slept like a rock between 5 and 10, or 5:30 and 10, I guess. I did sleep like a rock for those 4.5 hours. Linda Glenham, how are you? Debbie Moeller. I know, Vicki Lynn. You know what? If I had closed my eyes back, when I woke up and saw the clock that said 10 o'clock, if I had closed my eyes, I would have gone back to sleep. But I said, "Woo, get up. So I get up and got my face washed and... Hey, Debbie Moeller. Fun times. So I should sleep tonight. Usually when I have a bad night like that, then my next night is really good. So that's always good. You had to be up early for Emberlyn. Debbie Zucker Fritz is in the house. Yeah, Debbie, like I said, from 5 to 10 was excellent. This came yesterday afternoon. I didn't open it. I think it must be my glue. My glue. Let's see. How's little Miss Emberlyn this morning, Carol? Yeah, guard glitter glue. I always get it like this so I can get the new tip. And I always try really hard not to lose that pin. Because once you lose that pin, you're messed up. Because for the life of me, have any of you ever found the stainless steel pins anywhere? Because every time I order them on Amazon, they're not stainless steel. Because I put them in my glue bottle and they rust. So I wish I could order like a dozen of the pins that come with art glitter glue, just have extras. I think we all have too much sleep on the mind. I know, too much on the mind, yeah. It's true. I don't know why you would think, at least at my age, you would think, okay, you've thought enough for the past how many years. Just put your brain off and enjoy. Yeah. So I wish I could order like 20 of those. She's a snack machine, Carol. I know Ken is a snack machine. She does what she wants too, man. So anyway, if you guys ever find the real stainless steel head pins, let me know. Hey, Linda Martin. All right, so I got the refill and I got the bottle. I'll leave that out and I'll put this over here with my stash of glues. Well, maybe I won't. It's full. I'll do it later. I'm gonna open this up and get it ready because I'm gonna use it. Let me remember how to do this. I have to take this off, right? Yeah. And put this on. I know, Sherry, I'm sorry. You know that if anybody should know better, it's me. I was a sewer for how many years? I know how to. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Sherry. Is this open? No. I grab what's close. And I have all these others over here. I mean, look, I have all these others over here. No excuse. No excuse. All right, let me put a pair of these glasses on and see what I'm doing here. Vicki Lynn, I've had the same experience ordering so-called stainless. No, they're not stainless steel. Yeah, please, Vicki. I would love to have her name because I would order them just to have a stash in the house. Because it makes me mad when I order something that says stainless steel and then you get it and it's not. It just doesn't seem right. All right, let's get this out of the way. And put this on, I think, right? I think that's right. And get my pin that I don't want to lose. There we go. All right, let's see if we can keep this one going for a few months. I do like it. I don't know what happened this summer, but I remember it just stopped being nice to me. I should keep this. This is a cute little container. If it was glass, it'd be even better. Oh, you know what? That's the same question I had last night, you guys. I was worried about that last night when I answered it, wasn't I? So we're gonna just take care of this problem right now before it gets out of control. All right. Bye-bye. Y'all, it's fake. I looked it up last night at 2 o'clock in the morning, so I'm not just getting rid of something. Say bye, everybody. Bye-bye. Yeah. All right, that should do it. That should do that. Yeah, you know, I told some of my friends that I would never not want to talk to somebody who was having pain and problems and, you know, but yeah, same exact words, same exact everything. So, oh well, anyway, bye-bye. Okay. All right. So anyway, got my glue. Yeah, Carol, I just, you know what, just in case I wanted to, you know, try to be supportive, but I thought about it later. I said, that was probably a mistake. So, bye-bye. Okay, I found these. These came out of one of my kits, right? The breast cancer belly band kit. So I found an extra one of these where I'd cut one of them off. So I'm going to use those in my journal, in my ledger journal, I think. Maybe some of those envelopes. And I'm sorry about all this mess. I pulled all this out because I want to finish this today. But I think I want to do a tassel. Yeah, man, why do they have to interrupt us, you guys? I don't know why. Snake in the grass. You always have a hard time with Mod Podge. My lid gets glued on the bottle. I saw Dina one night opening a bottle of Mod Podge. Leave the seal in it and poke a few holes in it. Yeah, I've seen her do that too. And I put, I usually put some saran wrap over mine before I put the lid on it. And sometimes that works. I've seen people put Vaseline inside of the lid. There's all kinds of things, but yeah, the glue, you know, it's glue, so it's gonna do that. Yeah, I know, Carol. What are you gonna do? But I'm not gonna let it bring me down, right? So I'm thinking this calls for a tassel, and I pulled out one of my little tassel Jobby Dooies to put on the spine because it's a nice hard spine. So I think that'll work, and we can hang a tassel. I hope I can get in there with my hole punch. I should have done this before I put my signatures in. But I think if I'm really careful, I can get in there. And it will only be off just not even an 1/8 of an inch, so I think it'll be okay. And I had started some tassels a while back, just hadn't finished them. So I've got a choice already started. I just have to decide which one I want to use. They're not done. They don't have charms on them yet. Some of them have beads, some of them don't. They're all like halfway done. I definitely don't think pink will work. I definitely don't think purple will work. And I don't think peach. Isn't that pretty though? I love my peach tassel. I gotta make something that it goes with. Maybe an Easter book, because I need to make an Easter book. I am live right now, Anne, and you're live with me. Thank you for coming. Oh, and then I have this one. So I don't think the navy blue, even though I like it. No, that's really sparkly green. Whew. I think this one, I think the coffee dyed will go with this book. Have to cut it a little bit, but I think it'll go good. So it's gonna need beads and charms, or, you know, not, doesn't really matter, but I definitely want to put a few charms on it. And I still have the string here that I can bead some beads on. So I think I'm gonna do that. And to get that on there, let's see if we can punch a hole in this hardback and not be too far off the mark. These are small. I think so too, Vicki Lynn. I know, Anne. Yippee! Let's see, you're getting ready for supper over there. So we can be your appetizer. Okay, that's one piece. All right, let's see what we can do. And then I did some work on it yesterday, not much, but I did some work on the book yesterday, so I think we can finish it today. And my next one, I want to do an Easter, or a, you know, Eastery, cutesy one maybe. I don't know, bunnies, and I did a cute bunny one last year. I'm going to try to find that. I think the smaller one will work for this. Now let's see if we can get it in there. Because there's 3 signatures, so I can't get it right in the center, but I think I can get it close. Let's see. Worst case scenario is I'm off a little bit. But I don't think it's going to be bad, you guys. I really don't. All right, here goes. Nothing ventured, nothing gained. The tassel's big enough that it should, you know, not make a huge difference. It's about as far as I can get down. I'm gonna stand up to get some leverage on this. There we go. Isn't it yummy, Ann? I love it, yeah. I've had these just sitting there. Don't know why I didn't finish them. I wanted to make some to bring to Dina's event. So I thought about it at 3 o'clock this morning. You should put a tassel on that book, Bev. So that's what you do at 3 o'clock in the morning. All right, so this is the piece that goes into the inside. It's just the screw part. And hopefully the book's not too fat that it comes through. And barely, but it does come through, so that should be enough. And this is the piece that screws on like a hitching post. Thanks, Carol Banky. Yes, Pat, this is actually, oh man, it's gonna be close. I gotta find it and push on it. Wow. It's really gonna be, because that's indented a little bit. It's up inside. This may not work, you guys. Let me hold it for a minute. Let me squeeze it with something, try to get it smaller. Hubby won't be home from work for an hour. Okay. I'll try to keep you company. It's a little off center. I'm okay with that. But I want to try to make it a little bit skinnier so I can get my thing through. Oh, good. I'm glad you liked it, Wendy. And Pat, I will show you. Just give me 1 second to show you the fabric I used. I do too. I haven't used it for a while, Carol, but it works good with the hardcover books if you can get it to go through. It's a little bit better. Let's see. I can put a jump ring in here if I can't get this to work, but I need 4 hands. Can somebody come over here and hold the inside of this for me? No, I don't know if it's gonna work. You are in the email, Carol. Will you check your spam and stuff first? And if you can't find it, let me know and I'll check and see if maybe in the system there's a digit off or something. But I know you're in there because I looked yesterday to make sure. Oh, Ann, I'm glad. I like you hanging out too. This is not cooperating at all. And I'm not going to spend a lot of time trying to do it. I think we're going to have to use I could glue it maybe. What do you think? Not use this. Oh, wait a minute. Did I catch it? No. Bummer. Well, we'll just use a jump ring, won't we? Because I think they're all the same size. Hey, Danny Graham. Boy, it's in there now. You think it would glue? Should we try? Hey, Jen. I'll be quiet. Sherry, I thought you were in there too. Let me write these names down. I was 100% sure that you were there. And Carol. So you guys check your spam first. And then let me know. Message me or whatever. Christy Mitchell said hers went to spam, so yeah. You just have to tell them once it's not spam and they don't do it again. I did, Vicky. I took it out and squeezed my spine, but there's 2 pieces of book board in there. I'm gonna see if I can get it to. You think, Carol? I might have to come back for that then, because I don't have a screwdriver that fits this kind of a screw. See if I can push it a little bit. Work is overrated, Jen. Well, it pays the bills though, right? Hey, Jamie Krause. All right. I'm gonna try one more time, and then I will move on. Because I've had them be close before, but if you could just get it to catch just one little part. Now I lost it. Anybody see it? Hello? There it is. We got our paper crafting event coming up, Jen, so that's something to look forward to for me anyway. Yeah, I'll have to try that later, you guys, when I'm not live trying to do it. I'm thinking worst case scenario, Fabri-Tac would probably do it. But we'll keep working on it. We'll keep working on it. And I will put some charms on the tassel and get that on there. So in the meantime, we'll finish the book. They work really good when they work. It's these things right here. Do they make a brad type, Sue? Do they make one that's like a brad? I don't know if I can get my little fingers in the spine now that I've got it on there. We'll see. Okay. Yeah, and now that my book's put together, I'm not sure I could even get my eyelet setter in there either. But there's the way. Where there's a will, there's a way. But when there's a will, there's a way. I don't know if any of these are longer than the other ones. I think they're all the same. Okay, we'll figure that out later. Later. Let's finish this. So yes, whoever asked me, this is fabric, and it's Tim Holtz fabric. I bought it at my quilt store, but you can get it on Amazon. You can get it on his site, but it's Tim Holtz brand fabric, and I put it on bookboard, and I decoupaged it about 4 times to get that nice leathery look. So it's on there real good. And then I put this quote unquote book plate on the front that I found in an old printable I had. So that's on there. I bought some more Tim Holtz fabric yesterday at the quilt store, you guys, when I went up to get my machine that wasn't ready. Thanks, Sue. I got the yellow, some of the yellow color wave, because he has it in pink. This is some of the pink here that I used to make double-sided tape. I put that on double-sided tape. So that's the pink color wave. And then my book was just the natural. And then I bought some of the yellow. I like, of course, you know me and yellow butterflies. I had to grab that. And it's quilting fabric, you guys. It's just, the hand on this fabric is just gorgeous. Just gorgeous. Folding towels, Sherry. Come fold mine. Thanks, Sue. Thank you. Bookboard, Sue, yes. It's hard. It's very sturdy. Oh, gosh. It's not really cardboard, but I'm sure it's partly cardboard. Let me get a piece of it and show you. I like to use it for covers. I'm running low on it. I used to use it all the time when I did craft fairs. I used to make, you know, little flip notepads. They sold great at craft fairs. You sell them for like $2 or $3. You put the sticky pad in them, the Post-it note pad in them. You know what I'm talking about? And I used bookboard for those, but I'm running really low on it. but mine is, let me see the thickness of this. It's about 1/16 of an inch. See if I can do centimeters. I'm not good at centimeters. Maybe 3 centimeters. Millimeters? I don't know. But this is bookboard, chipboard. Yeah, Carol. I guess I call it bookboard because the first time I used it, I was in a bookmaking class like 15 years ago, and she called it bookboard. But yeah. And then I covered it with fabric. Here's more of that yellow Tim Holtz. This is the one with the maps. And I mean, it's his paper on fabric. It's basically, I don't know who thought to do this, but it was a good, she says she sells a lot of it in quilting too. People make pillows and, you know, even use it in their quilts. But I told her I'm using it in books. But I might make a pillow out of this one. I have some European feather pillows up in my closet. I think they're like 24 by 24. I might make myself, I need more fabric, but I might make myself a pretty pillow. And then I got this one just because I loved it. It's like the collage one where you can, you know, if it was paper, you could fussy cut all the pieces out. You do the same with fabric, but if I was gonna fussy cut this, I think I would put it on a piece of Steam-A-Seam first so it wouldn't pull when I cut it. You know what I mean? A piece of stabilizer. Yeah, Sherry. You can get these on Amazon. You can get bookboard on Amazon, and you can get Tim Holtz fabric on Amazon too. I just bought it from my friend who owns the quilt shop where I take my Bernina to be fixed. So I just try to support her when I go up. I don't go up that way often. It's half-hour drive and not the most fun drive. So, but when I go, it's fun. Amazon said 8 quarters. Oh, they're not fat quarters. Yeah, they would be 9 by they would probably be 9 by the length of the fabric, right, you guys? Anybody buy 8s? I'm thinking they would probably be 9 inches by 42. Would that make sense, by 42? Because fabric's usually 42 inches. I don't know. Wendy, I go to the Bernina We're in Stitches quilt store. It's on Pleasantburg. It's East North Street in Pleasantburg. It's where East North Street and Pleasantburg meet. There's a little strip center there. It's been there for years and years and years. You have to know it's there to get there. If you want to go sometime, let me know and I'll meet you up there. But she's a friend of mine, and her sister's a very good friend of mine. And Leslie, the owner, is a friend of mine, going through a lot of health issues right now. So, in fact, she's having surgery today to put a feeding tube in. So she's in my prayers today. Hey, Mitzi. So that's what the cover was. That was a long story to tell you about my cover, wasn't it? But I like it. And then I brought some more fabric onto the inside, and I did not decoupage the inside. I probably will, but I did not yet. And this came from a printable, the same printable that had the book plates in it, I'm pretty sure. So I put that on the front, and I think I'm just gonna leave it. I think it really looks like a vintage piece of fabric or whatever there. Writing space. Then I've got a double pocket that I made out of one of Trisha's envelopes that I folded up with washi tape instead of glue so that I would have a full pocket. And put a little bird on there, one of those fabric tickets, some seam binding up here. So that's the first one. 4.5 by 22. Is that what it is, Pat? I couldn't remember. Okay, so it's a fat quarter, but it's cut into 8s. That makes sense. Not a very big piece of fabric, though, is it? Not a very big piece of fabric. Do you use that size, Pat? Yeah, Sherry, I think you're the one that told me that there was a pack of fat quarters on Amazon for a pretty good price. Maybe 10 fat quarters in a bundle. So that would be a good way to get them too. This, I folded over a piece of that book page out of my pretty flower book. Put one of the pieces of ephemera that we did a long time ago It's got magazine page, it's got thread, book page, labels, paint. I think I even painted it and marked it, so that's in there. And I glued this pocket up to about here so that that wouldn't slide too far down. Yeah, I don't think I've ever bought 8s, Pat. It just wouldn't be much. There wouldn't be enough there for me to. I don't know. Did you look it up, Jamie? Tell me what it says. I knew somebody would look it up. Okay. There we go, Vicki Lynn. Thank you. 9 by 21. I guess that's not too bad if you're quilting, because a lot of, quilts, you just need a small piece. Especially if you had a bundle of them, they all matched. I don't know. Got some writing space here. Some of Trisha's lined from a packet. This is one of the ones where she gets, different papers and dyes them. So this is kind of cute. Fondest memories. That's nice, just leave like that. And this one, I put a pocket here. And I believe this is a pocket that I just put this flower behind. Yeah, there's another pocket right there, so I could easily slip that in there. Yes, fat quarters are 18 by 21. I do like fat quarters. I used to buy those by the dozens. So that's got 2. Put a little flower back there, some tickets, a piece of that fabric ticket on there. It would be enough for a book cover, wouldn't it, Wendy? Now, I don't think Leslie has any at the quilt shop that I go at. I don't believe she sells fat 8s, but she does sell fat quarters. And of course, you could buy any width when you go to a fabric store to, I Mod Podged Trisha's coffee filter into this center book page. I want to leave it just like that. I just like it. So you could paint on it. You could mark with your micron pens some leaves or something, but I think I'm going to leave it. And I've got a bottom tuck over here. Some more writing space. And here I put 2 of Trisha's coffee dyed envelopes and glued those in so they flip open, and they're full of little ephemera pieces, little tags and tucks and papers. So I just put those in there, and they close down. And this one's got more in it up here, just different things. They close down. And then I kind of put labels above them. I don't know what those labels mean. I'm sure it's okay. Over here, I did a belly band with some muslin. And then I used a piece of that tape that I made with the fabric on double-sided tape and put that on top of my muslin and left it. I've just got a piece of this embossed paper under there that I'm pretty sure I got this from one of you guys in Happy Meal, and I love it. So that's gonna go right in there. And then I put a covered paper clip with my key and a heart and some seam binding on top of that. And then writing space. Over here I've got another pocket that I layered and put a big tag in that one with some seam binding, and that's all layered underneath. And another little tiny pocket over here that I've got that one in. Some writing space. Whoops, closed that one too soon. This is a little side tuck pocket, and I think that's it, just the side. I glued that behind it. And over here, I folded this book page. I folded the top in, and then I folded it up, put a piece of lace and another one of those big tags in here. And then just some space. And am I in the second? Yeah, I'm in the second signature. Okay, this is about where it slows down. I've done a little bit. Like here, I've got a small pocket back here with that vellum that I copied on. So I've got that there. I kind of want to do the same thing with this and do the Mod Podge to seal it to the paper. I think it looks really cool. So I think I'll do that. And then there's a lot of more space. This is a pocket. I just stuck some things here and there thinking, you know, I can put this in that in the next thing. Oh, thanks, Carol. You see what I've missed here looking down. Do you like it, Debbie? I think I'll do it to the other one. Yeah, you like it? So cool. Copy filter on the, where is that? Copy filter on that print was a clever idea. I don't think it was, I think it was just, it just happened, Pat. I can't really think I was being clever. Oh, the legs are starting to break up with ice. Wow. Ann Allen still has fat quarters left over from your quilting days. I gave my stash to the sewing group at church. Still had some fat quarters. I know, you know, they don't take up much space. They don't take up much space. I used to have tons of them, though, and I had them all color coordinated in my sewing room. Thanks, Pat. I have worked on this journal on lives. I think this is the third live that I've been working on this journal, Jamie. Hey, Carol. All right, let's get back to work. I, last night, did a hidden tuck card, and I used a couple of pieces of cardstock and then put a little tuck card inside. So that's hidden in there, so I can use that in this book. And I like the card, the pink on there. Used a piece of that fabric tape as a little pull on it. So I can put this in here somewhere. I also had a square of this ledger paper left, and I put a little crease in the center. I folded it up point to point to find the center. Just put a little crease there with my finger, and then brought it around the other side and just put a little crease with my fingers to find that. So that's the center. And then I'm just gonna make a little envelope out of it. So I'm gonna bring that up to the center. Crease it, and then let's see, bring this over, crease it. I gave enough, yeah, I gave it enough space to. And I'm going to bring this over. It's just the lazy way to make an envelope, and crease it. A little crooked. And then the top down, and I like to bring the top down at least a ½ inch or more. Crease it down. Give me a little envelope made out of ledger paper. Yeah, they've gone up. Remember when they were at 99 cents, Pat? I do. Then I'm gonna open it back up and use my Tim Holtz scissors properly by taking out these little folded corners, and to make the envelope look more like an envelope. My Walmart up here, Sherry, is just horrible. Every time I go in there, I either see somebody getting arrested or, I mean, I was in there one day when the woman pulled her gun out. I was with my mother. Man, I got my mother out of there fast. I don't live in a bad area, but that Walmart, you guys, ooh. Just cutting out where I folded it, and you could see the folds, and that'll make it look more like an envelope when I fold it back up again. It kind of gives it the envelope look, you know? All right, let's see if my art glitter glue is working. Oh, and they just take a second. I'll probably do another one today, so hang on. I'm just gonna run a little, oh look, yeah, my art glitter glue. I had forgotten how much I like it. Just that little bead. And then here. It's the only way I can get a little bead. Hey, little Tracy. You're driving? All right, you be careful. And then the top, I'm not gonna glue the top down, but we can decorate a little bit and put that in here. So that's another piece that's ready to go in. Let me put my pin back in. Oh, is that what it is, Wendy? Oh, you're questioning that. I don't know, but you know what? It probably is. I'm telling you, Debbie. Even Trisha didn't want to go into that Walmart. She goes into Walmart at home all the time, but she's like, I don't like your Walmart, Mom. I don't like it either. Okay, so what else do I have to put in there? I had some butterflies. I found this that I thought we could just make a little booklet out of that, easy peasy. It was just a, I don't know if it was one of my printables or what. Just fold that in half and make a quick little book out of it. Cut it up prettier though. I found these this morning. Oh, you know what? I'm just looking at them and they go with my vanilla extract bottles. I didn't have my glasses on. Put those off to the side. Those are used. I will be using those on my vanilla. That's funny. It looked vintage. It looked like it went into a vintage book. We could put a couple of pages in this, or at least one, and make it into a little writing area, and then use a paper clip or pocket or something. In fact, I've got a piece right here. Let's do that. Let's do that real quick. Tap it 3 times and squeeze and it will work. You know my memory boards, Sue. Thank you for the reminder. You know my memory boards and how good they work. Let's see, we got 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's make it 4 even so I don't have to measure these silly measurements. Okay, so it's 4 by 3.5. So let's cut this a little bit smaller than 4. Just make a cute little book to go inside to write on. A little bit smaller than 3.5. Those are perfect for labels, so I'll save those. Hey Rebecca, how are you? Thank you for stopping in. Let's see if this fits. Yep. And it fits in the book, so that's another piece. Gonna definitely need some paper clips. Didn't bring any in here. Now I could use my tiny attacher, but I'm just gonna put a couple little stitches in it, just because I like to. It's in the other room, Pat. It was starting to, I don't know why, but it was starting to get on my nerves. I don't know why, but I wasn't enjoying it as much. So I have a little piece of, I don't know if you know what the applique sheets are where you applique on. I have a piece of that if I'm working with paint or glue or something, I can put on my desk to cover it right under here. So I don't know why it was bothering me. I didn't throw it away. I didn't give it away. I have it, but the glare was getting on my nerves a little bit. All right, let's do a quickie here. Just get this little one page in. Oh, I know, Sherry. I know. Pajamas, slippers. Yeah. The days of wearing what you have on when you go to Walmart are certainly gone. Yeah, it was slippery too, Vicki. When I went to use my X-Acto knife and a ruler, it was a little slickery. So that's another thing that was getting on my nerves. So I put it in my other office, and I'll probably pull it out again someday. I loved it when I first got it. I don't know what the deal is with me. You go through spurts, right? Okay. Just a quick little stitching. And we'll have to stamp the inside because it's kind of white. Well, it's not really white, is it? Maybe it'll be okay. But we'll definitely ink it. They not only wear that Walmart lady wore. Oh, to dialysis? Oh my gosh. You know what that reminds me of? Flying. Do you remember back in the day when you would fly someplace with especially back with your parents or whatever, and we got dressed up to get on the airplane? I mean, dressed up. My mother would put a dress on me, my best shoes, my patent leather shoes, and my cute little socks. Yeah, and your best behavior, your best clothes to fly. Now you see that on airplanes too. They're getting in their jammies. They're putting their jammies on to fly so they can be comfortable. I don't know. I guess it doesn't matter, but I still try to look halfway decent when I get on the airplane. I don't know, you guys. All right, that's cute. Just an extra little piece of ephemera. Could decorate it a little bit if we wanted. Let's see what I got. I got stuff. I got stuff. I got more of that double-sided tape that I made with the fabric. Put some lace on that little card. Let's do that. Sue, what is the deal? There's no reply button under anybody's name for you to use, Sue? That's weird. Exactly, Pat, like we were going to church. Yeah, the day I go out without anything or comb my hair or anything or makeup, that's when I see everybody that I know. Oh, good, Anne. Thank you for telling me that. I'm glad it helped that. Thank you. All right, I'm going to put this on here. And we'll have this piece done. I know, it was a big deal, wasn't it, Anne? To go to the airport, it was a big deal. Just gonna put a little swirly down where the lace will sit. Yeah, I have missed you, Art. Don't make me mad like you did last time and I cut you off for 6 months. This, Rebecca, is a new journal. This is a hardcover journal. Is that what you're talking about? Or this? This is just a piece of ephemera, 1-page piece of ephemera that I'll put in this book. But this is a hardcover journal that I'm working on. All right, so we need to put that into a pocket. Let's make a pocket. I think we're good here and here and here. We're good there. I think I want to put two together and make a pocket. And I think it'll be these two because I like the red and the gold. Let me think out loud here. Or a side tuck. I could do two side tucks. Let's do that. I need that paper you have on the cover. Carol, the paper I have on the cover is actually fabric, and I will show it to you. I'll get a piece of it and show it to you. Let me get this so it can be starting to stick. And the sides. And do I want to do the center? I do. I'm going to do the center. Okay, Carol. It's definitely Tim Holtz fabric. And this is Tim Holtz fabric too. And I just put that on one side of the sticky tape, and then I'll take the tape off and put it down someplace when I want to use it. Okay, so that's down like that. So that's going to give me two little tucks. That would fit into one if I wanted to, but I think I'm going to put that in the pocket. And I need to scoop out, but that's so thin I don't think it's going to scoop. Ooh, you know what else would be kind of cute? If I did two of those envelopes. Wonder if I have more of this ledger paper. Wouldn't that be cute? Do two of those envelopes and decorate them. Do I have more of that paper? What's this? I do. Let's do it. Okay. How big was this paper? It doesn't have to be exact, does it? I'm going to try it with this piece. Let's do this. This is that journal page that I bought from a friend of mine on Etsy. All right, let's do the same thing. I need to clean my desk. So I'm going to find the center again. You could do it with a pencil if you wanted, but it's just as easy for me to pinch my fabric in the center and then pinch it in the center the other way, and that gives me the actual center where the pinches cross. So right there where can you see that right there where the pinches cross? That is actually my center right there. So I'm gonna go up with my bottom and bring it up just above that center, fold it. Oh, good, thanks, Anne. What I missed, Tracy? Did I miss? Thanks, Tracy. Yes, I did do this on a live. On 2 lives, actually. And I think at least one of them's over in YouTube, because I know they're taking my stuff down on Facebook. So I think I put at least one over on YouTube, and I'll put this one over there too this afternoon. Do that. And then come up here and crease it all real good. That one seems a little crooked. But you know what? We're not into perfection here. We're into vintage ephemera. So I'm going to open this up and cut off all those joints. And I cut them further than the lines. I cut out further to leave a nice envelope look when I'm finished. So I come out just a little bit. Now, if you have an envelope maker, go for it. I have one, it's just not right here. And when you're using a square, if you're using a square, it's so easy to just make an envelope from a square. I've missed this kind of morning with you so much, making books and all. Aw, thank you, Sue. I try to change it up once in a while so that we're not always doing the same thing. But now, after this long, you know, you're going to repeat. You just have to repeat. There's no way to not repeat. So let's see how much different. One's a little bit bigger. I don't think it's going to matter. I think it's going to look cute. Okay. Trivia for today, Pat McKinney. It is a well-known fact that if you have high cholesterol and you eat 3 Brazil nuts a day, religiously every day, by the time you go back to the doctor, your cholesterol will be much lower. Really? I don't really like Brazil nuts. And my cholesterol is under control. It's now. It used to be high, but it's kind of under control now. Thank you for the information, Pat. You're just a font of facts. I'm gonna do that and that. Should have inked it first, huh? But I didn't. Whoops. Yeah, I'm sorry, honey. You're right. It's not always simple, but it's kind of simple. This one I should have cut off more. And I'm going to do it before it sticks. Make my opening a little bit bigger. Okay. All right, all stuck down. Make sure I didn't stick it closed. There we go. We need to make washi tape sometime. Okay, yeah, we can do that again. That's what I was doing with the fabric the other day, but we can do it with napkins and stuff. You like Brazil nuts? They are hard. You know, talking about airplanes, and this is the truth. The only time I really eat mixed nuts is on the airplane. You know, when they warm them up and they bring you the little dish of warmed up mixed nuts. Oh my goodness, they're so good. All right, so we got that. So that's what I eat my Brazil nuts. You like them, Dane? And I got these little ones that came with that kit too that we could decorate with. All right, so let's see what they look like if I tuck them in. That's cute. And then they'd flip out and could put something in there. Stuck? Yeah, they're still drying, you guys. Gotta let them dry. Fabric tape was easy to make. I think I saw somebody do it on YouTube and it brought it to my attention. I hadn't made washi tape in forever. And it's easy. Okay. All right, let's put them in there. I'm gonna glue them inside so it's gonna close these pockets, but that's okay. Yeah. Let's tuck that in there. Get in there. I forgot about art glitter glue. You got to move it fast because it sticks fast. You can't play. I tried to, Karen. I have a lot of points. I have a lot of frequent flyer points. My husband used to travel every week, and I went with him a lot. So, and you know what? If you have to cancel your plans, you don't have to worry about it, because when you do it first class, you get your money back. I don't know. It's just a comforting feeling for me not to think I'm going to lose my money if I change my plans. My suitcase is paid for. I have leg room. All right. I'm going to decorate them a little bit. Let's see what we got. Let's see what can go in there. Yep, those little cards fit and they're really nice. So that's good. Find one for this one. Yep. All right, now on the front. See, I got these little ones too. Oh my gosh, you guys, it's after 1 o'clock already. Let me see what these look like as a decoration. I don't know if it'll look good or not. Yeah, we don't even say the D word around here. Carol, that's the last thing that this lady needs at my age, trust me. Just want to have, girls just want to have fun. Hey, Grace. Good morning. Just trying to finish up this journal, but I guess I'm not going to get it finished again. But I'm good. I'm pretty far into my second signature. So one signature left, and it'll be done. I've got a printable for, you know, like bunnies and stuff. And I'm in an event Sunday that's called Bunnies and Flowers, I think. So I might start it during that event, because that would be bunnies. All right, let's fold this and see what it looks like folded. Sorry, Tracy. You could have worse things stuck in your head, right? Oh, what was the fabric tape comment? Tell me and I'll try to answer it now, Sue. They go by so fast. I can show you what I did. I'll be happy to. Let me show you. Let me do this. And then real quick, I'll show you how I did the fabric tape, okay? We'll do that real quick. And since I forgot to put my pin in, I've got to remember now, I've got art glitter glue. I have to keep my pin in there. Yeah, when you leave it out for just a second and that hole starts to close up. Just like my earrings. Leave them out of my ears for a minute. My ear holes close up. Okay, so here's the little envelope. I wonder what that would look like as a decoration, like so, or even like this, and not be a flip. If I did it like that, it wouldn't be a flip, it would just open. If I did it like this, it would be another flip, so you would have a flip there, and then a flip there. Should we flip twice, or should we just have an opening? You decide. I'm gonna go get that tape real quick. Is there a secret space down in behind the envelope too? I think there still is, Anne, because I only glued it to this paper, so there's still pockets behind there. Got lots of little hidey holes, right? Let me get my tape real quick. It's right here in my living room. Oh, right on the other side of my kitchen. And right here next to my craft area. This is a tape I use. I've got this in many widths, but I used the big width for the fabric so that I could cut it down if I wanted to. Have you guys decided which one you think is better, to have it open or to have a second flip? Or I could even do, no, I don't want to do that. I would either do that, or I would do that. Like so, Sherry, you like that? All right, we're gonna think about that. Let me show you about this tape. Okay, let me get a piece of my new Tim Holtz fabric, and might as well do the butterflies because it's right here. See if they even fit. Yeah, they fit pretty good. Okay. Either way, Carol, okay. Let me get a little piece of this fabric off. Take off the... Take off that. And of course, you save that. And then I'm going to take a piece a little bit bigger than my tape so that I make sure my tape is covered. So I'm going to come to about here. And pull it off. And I'm just going to do the whole piece because I'll use it. I'm not going to make the whole piece tape, but... Okay, then I'm going to take my double-sided tape. And just for this little demonstration, I'm gonna take just a piece about like this. I know I'm still using my Tim Holtz scissors. Ah. All right. Then I'm gonna put this tape, sticky side up, down. If you wanna secure it, you know, you can do the thing where you turn it under, but I don't bother with that for these small pieces. And then take your fabric and get it as flat as you can. If you want to iron it, but that's a lot of work for me. So just get it as flat as you can. And then when you put it down, try to put it down where you want it because it's not going to be easy to move. This tape is really sticky. So try to put it down where you want it. Like so. So it goes from side to side. And then I'm gonna bring it down so I'm not getting any bubbles in there. Like so. All right, don't use your Tim Holtz scissors, Bev. Okay, and I just cut it off. I'm gonna cut it off up here. And I cut it pretty good because there's not a lot of extra hangover. So I'm not going to even trim that up because I like the rough edges. And then, let's see, where do we want to use it? Let's use it someplace as a decoration in here. I could put it there on my, this is the flap. I could use it right there on my flap because believe it or not, it's the exact right size. I probably want to put something behind it on either side because that's just the way I like to do things. So let me put a couple pieces of paper up there real quick. Thanks, Joan. Thanks for sprinkling the love and whimsy out into the Facebook universe. Oops, didn't mean to do that. That up there. And that right there. Okay. Just to give it some layering, a little bit of layering. Okay, now I'm going to take my double-sided tape and I'm going to take the back off of it. Let me make sure I got it down there good first. I forgot about that. Take your bone folder and get it stuck on there really good. Okay, then come in and try to find a place like so and peel off the other side of your tape. Can you see how shiny that is? That's the sticky. Tracy knows her mama. She knows her mama. Yep, I got it on Amazon. People probably wonder in the neighborhood if the Amazon guy is a close friend of mine. Okay, I'm gonna get it in here just as good as I can to get it even. And then bring it on down. And it's on there. It's not going anywhere, and I like this that I had a little extra coming over the edges like that. But it's stuck on there good. So that's how you make fabric tape. And of course you can do it like, you know, clusters or whatever. You can, like, I'll keep this little piece of fabric. I'll use that. I could put paper there with it and another piece of fabric and just kind of collage it. And you'll have a really pretty piece of tape. So, yeah, it's a lot of fun. We'll do it sometime. Okay, so I'm gonna get off here. It's 1:15. Close friends. Tracy, be nice to your mama. Be nice to your mama. I forget where I saw it, but a lady used her old hair straighteners to iron small bits of paper and fabric. That is cool. I'd probably burn my fingers off, but that is cool. Vicky, you're so funny. Genius. I'm sure it's not my idea, you guys. I know I've seen it done. I saw somebody else do it with tissue paper, napkins and tissue paper, because Trisha and I did it for your kits. One of your kits had it in there. So I know that it's not an invention of mine, but I just did it. Oh, thanks, Dana. Anyway, so that's the second signature. So really just one more. Tomorrow's private group, so I won't get it done tomorrow. I guess maybe I can get it done on Friday. I really want to try to finish it, and I want to try to figure out how to get that tassel on there nicely. So I'll work on that. Oh, thank you, Tracy. My hair's a mess. I overslept, so I didn't get into the shower, but thank you for saying that. My daughters are so nice to me. They treat me like a nice mama. Definitely, just double-sided tape, any width that you have. And I did order this on Amazon. It's called, this one's from Sign World, but you want a nice, heavy quality tape because you want it to stick real good. Enjoy the rest of your day too, Debbie Zucker Fritz. Thanks, Pat. Appreciate you. Appreciate you. Hugs from South Carolina. Okay, you guys, have a great rest of your day. And I'll see you, if I don't see you on my private group tomorrow night, I'll see you Friday for sure. And we'll finish this book, hopefully. All right, you guys, love you. Have a great rest of your day. Bye-bye.